Doctor Strange 2 receives official rating for intense sequences. To date, there have been 27 movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All 27 have been rated PG-13. Not one PG, not one R. And now Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is coming out and it's rated PG-13 as well. According to the MPAA's film ratings page, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is rated PG-13 for 4 intense sequences of violence and action, frightening images, and some language. The film has been hyped as the first true horror movie in the MCU, and it was directed by Sam Raimi, who has loads of experience making R-rated scary movies. The movie might be intense and frightening, but it's still PG-13. For sake of comparison, the first Doctor Strange was also rated PG-13, but in that case, it was because of sci-fi violence and action throughout, and an intense crash sequence, that being the moment early in the film where Strange drives his car off a mountain road, destroying his hands and setting him off on the quest that eventually turns him into Marvel's Sorcerer Supreme. The MPAA sometimes makes small distinctions between just sci-fi violence and intense sci-fi violence, although it's hard to see much difference from Marvel movie to Marvel movie. They gave Iron Man a PG-13 for some intense sequences of sci-fi action and violence, and brief suggestive content, while they gave Avengers Endgame a PG-13 for sequences of sci-fi violence and action, and some language. Was Iron Man more intense than Avengers Endgame? Didn't the Avengers chop Thanos' head off at one point in Endgame? That seems pretty intense. And if some are intense and some are not, why are they all rated PG-13? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is scheduled to open in theaters on May 6th. After that, Thor: Love and Thunder will be the next Marvel movie with a change to break this run of PG-13 movies. Maybe Taika Waititi will do something really bold and make a wholesome G-rated movie for the whole family. Fantastic Beasts 3 has worst opening day in franchise history. Audiences might not be that eager to learn the secrets of Dumbledore. Last night's Thursday previews of Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore drew the smallest crowds in the Harry Potter prequel series to date. According to Deadline, the film grossed $6 million in US theaters, well behind both of the 2 previous Fantastic Beasts. The first grossed $8.7 million on the Thursday before its official opening day in 2016, while the sequel, The Crimes of Grindelwald, made $7.30 during its Thursday previews in 2018. And another $1.8 million in additional previews. Most experts predict The Secrets of Dumbledore will gross around $40 million for its full opening weekend, that would be a record low for the franchise too. The first Fantastic Beasts made $74.4 million in its opening weekend, The Crimes of Grindelwald grossed $62.1 million. It goes without saying, but none of the Fantastic Beasts films have done as well in theaters as the original Harry Potter saga. Here are some comparisons of their Thursday previews, via the numbers. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, $22 million. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, $18.3 million. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, $12.4 million. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, $12.3 million. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1, $11.4 million. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, $11.2 million. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, $8.7 million. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, $7.3 million. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, $6 million. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore cost a reported $200 million to make and has suffered through numerous behind-the-scenes controversies, from the recasting of Johnny Depp's role as the series' lead villain to co-star Ezra Miller's recent arrest for disorderly conduct. Warner Brothers planned to make 5 total movies in the Beasts series, but if Dumbledore does even worse than Grindelwald, which did significantly worse than the first Beasts, one wonders how long that plan will remain intact. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore is now playing in theaters around the country. Top Gun 2 shot more footage than all three Lord of the Rings combined. Top Gun: Maverick director Joseph Kosinski recently revealed that the crew filmed 800 hours of footage when making the sequel to 1986's Top Gun. The original film stars Tom Cruise as Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell, a hotshot naval aviator who is given the chance to train at the U.S. Navy's fighter weapons school. Cruise will reprise his role for the sequel, alongside Val Kilmer as Admiral Tom Iceman Kazansky. In a new interview with Empire, Kosinski discussed the challenges of shooting a movie filled with extreme stunts. Out of a 12 or 14-hour day, you might get 30 seconds of good footage. But it was so hard-earned. It just took a very long time to get it all. Months and months of aerial shooting, said Kosinski. We shot as much footage as the three Lord of the Rings movies combined. I think it was 800 hours of footage. Let that sink in for a moment. Each Lord of the Rings film is over 3 hours long or longer, if you're watching the extended editions. Top Gun: Maverick will likely fall somewhere in the 2.5 hour range. It's an impressive feat to capture that much footage for a single movie, and hopefully that means Top Gun: Maverick will be all the better for it. Joining Cruise is Miles Teller as Lieutenant Bradley Bradshaw, Jennifer Connelly as Penny Benjamin, John Hamm as Vice Admiral Cyclone, and Ed Harris as Rear Admiral. Top Gun: Maverick flies into theaters on May 27th. New Dominion featurette unites two generations of Jurassic Park actors. When it opens in theaters this summer, Jurassic World Dominion will provide the first full-fledged crossover between the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchises. Earlier World installments have featured brief appearances from a couple Jurassic Park veterans like B.D. Wong, but Dominion brings back the first film's core cast, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, and pairs them up with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard for a new adventure. And this time, the title is really accurate. The dinosaurs are off the island and now they are colonizing the entire world. That can't be good for mankind. Think of the insurance premiums if there were brachiosauruses running around, stomping on cars. It would be an absolute nightmare. Anyway, a new featurette for the film highlights the combination of new and old casts, and includes a few new scenes that haven't appeared in previous trailers for the movie. How have Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum aged better than the special effects in the first Jurassic Park? That should not be physically possible. Here is Jurassic World Dominion's official synopsis. From Jurassic World architect and director Colin Trevorrow, Dominion takes place 4 years after Isla Nublar has been destroyed. Dinosaurs now live and hunt alongside humans all over the world. This fragile balance will reshape the future and determine, once and for all, whether human beings are to remain the apex predators on a planet they now share with history's most fearsome creatures. Jurassic World Dominion is scheduled to open exclusively in theaters on June 10th.